Hey there folks, this is your pal Brodezilla and I am back with another amazing interview right here on Brodezilla TV. Today's guest got her start in 3-2-1 battle and honed her skills in wrestling promotions such as ECCW, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and also worked for WWE during their Mae Young Classic. She's become a major player both on and off the screen in All Elite Wrestling and is also co-host of AEW's official podcast, AEW Unrestricted, with Tony Schiavone. That's just how we say it up here in Canada. You may recognize her as the Daniel Bryan Crying Girl, or know her as Pro Wrestling's Girl Hebner. She's hardworking, multi-talented, and rumored to have one of the biggest hearts in the AEW locker room. She's so talented, in fact, I'm going to let her finish her own intro.
Hello, I am referee Aubrey Edwards, and welcome to Brodezilla TV.
That's right, today's episode of Brodezilla TV features AEW official Aubrey Edwards. Now let's jump into it. Aubrey, I know you're big into video games and a huge Legends of Zelda fan. I'm a bit of a gamer myself. What can you tell us about your life in gaming prior to stepping in the ring?
If you didn't know, I'm a game developer by trade. I have my computer science degree, did video games for about 10 years, mostly project management, and then quit, and then went to AEW to referee full-time, and now I've got sucked back into game development again.
Now Aubrey, there's been a lot of internet buzz about a potential AEW video game. I couldn't be more excited for that release, especially assuming you might be involved in that process. What can you tell the fans about that?
AEW is working on video game stuff, and with my background, it just kind of makes sense that I'm involved with it because I have a lot of knowledge from different kinds of games, different genres of games, different platforms. So I definitely want to bring that to AEW and make our game stuff as successful as it possibly can be.
I can't wait to hear more about that. But let's shift gears and hit the ring. In 2011, a 4-year-old Brodezilla had a brief interaction with John Cena at a live event here in Saskatoon that took my love of wrestling to the next level. Fast forward to 2019 and watching your interaction with Jericho during his championship match with Hangman at All Out. I instantly became a fan of yours and fell in love with AEW. What can you tell us about the moment you fell in love with pro wrestling?
I fell in love with wrestling at the CM Punk Pipe Bomb. That was the moment where I realized it was a big old story and I wasn't sure what was real and what wasn't, and figured out that, like, hey, this is when the performer and who the performer is kind of comes through. And that was really something that drew me to it because I'm a big theater nerd. I danced a long time in my life, so being able to tell stories as human beings is something that really draws me, independent of wrestling.
Aubrey, you've been a huge part of AEW's success both on the screen and behind the scenes, providing the fans with so many memorable moments. Everything from Stadium Stampede to the title matches, to sharing the ring with a twerking Billy Gunn. What are your long-term goals for AEW?
My long-term goals for AEW, I mostly just want to help the company be as successful as possible. One day I'd really like us to have a show in a football stadium, not just Stadium Stampede, but a full-on show that's filled with fans, and I think that's my big goal, is I want to ref in front of a giant crowd in a football stadium. And AEW has to be successful in order for us to hit that. So what that looks like, I don't know yet, but we've been doing pretty good so far, so who knows?
Last question, Aubrey, and this one has become a staple here on Brodezilla TV. I would love to someday be a voice for pro wrestling, and I know that won't happen without a lot of work, a lot of effort, and the ability to overcome adversity. You are proof of what hard work, effort, and determination can accomplish, having just started your in-ring career in 2017, and very quickly becoming an essential part of the AEW family in 2019. What is your advice for adversity?
As far as adversity, we're all going to face it. I get a lot of it every day on Twitter. You just kind of have to stay strong and realize that haters are going to hate, and it's not worth your valuable time to really give them the time of day. Just keep chugging. Find people who are a fantastic support group for you, and go to them when you need help, because we're all human. We all have our times of weakness, and that's okay to admit.
Aubrey, thank you so much for helping me cross this interview off my bucket list. You lead by example, you are an amazing human being, and I wish you nothing but success in the future. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time. Have a great day.
Remember, you can see Aubrey every Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite on TNT, or TSN for my Canadian peeps. You can also find her on AEW Dark on YouTube, AEW's official podcast, AEW Unrestricted, with Tony Schiavone. And don't forget to check her out on social media. She's a great follow. And if you want to get yourself some sweet Aubrey Edwards swag, check out shopaew.com or Pro Wrestling Tees for more info. This has been another episode of Brodezilla TV. I'm your pal Brodezilla. Thanks for watching.